What's going on, everybody? This Afro Think Tank. I got a question. Where's Bibi Netanyahu? Where is Bibi Netanyahu? Now, the rumor is he got gotten. All right? The rumor is he got gotten. Now, I don't want to get excited. All right? I don't want to be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, the rumor is he got gotten. All right? Now, they came out with this little video of him speaking, and it looked like he had 6 fingers, right? Looked like they used AI to generate. And listen, I be seeing a lot of these fake AI videos. They look really, really real, but you can still see that is not real because it just be too smooth. It's just something ain't natural about it, right? And, I mean, as much as my mind wants to believe it, right? You know, I know that my mind could be tricking me when I watch the video, just like many people are wishing, all right, for the same thing I'm wishing for, right? It possibly he is alive, but usually in these type of situations where propaganda is spreading, it's been a few days, and you would think that, you know, he would, you know, pop up again, you know, hey, you know, I mean, normally he's talking a bunch of trash, right? Like normally you see him like every day. He's running his mouth, talking about this, running his mouth, telling Donald Trump to do this, running his mouth, telling Donald Trump he's going to do that, right? And, you know, Israel ain't that big, so where did he go? You know what I'm saying? He can't, what, he on vacation or something? Right? He taking a little break or whatnot. I mean, you would think he would show up. Like, if I'm alive, I got everybody saying, you know, I'm not alive, you know, because I want to keep the morale of my troops up. I'm going to show up. You know, I'm just let everybody know I'm still around, right? And he missed a meeting today, security meeting. He was supposed to be there. He wasn't there. You know, he wasn't there. Now, I did, and if you notice, right, last time, you know, Iran was shooting missiles at Israel. We was watching it, right? We saw the missiles. We saw the Iron Dome. They was showing us all kind of like, look at this Iron Dome working so well. But the Iron Dome ain't really working so well right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really working so well. And it's illegal right now to put out any videos of the attack. Like, you can, it's literally, people in Israel are being arrested for putting out videos of Iran's attack on Israel. Why all of a sudden we can't see it now? Before, it was positive propaganda to talk trash, like, oh, look what y'all doing. We just can't stop us. We got the Iron Dome. We invincible. But this time, you know, they was like, nah, y'all can't do that. That's a telltale sign that things ain't going, you know, the way they want it to go or the way they expect it to go, right? It seemed like Iran is really touching, you know, Israel a lot. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know Iran is getting messed up. Like, I know it. But they ready for this. They knew this was going to happen, right? But I don't think anybody expected for Israel to finally get touched up the way they touching other people, right? And, you know, just make you wonder, right? Where's Bibi? Where is Bibi? How come there hasn't been no official statement saying, hey, look, all y'all chill out. I'm still alive. We got greater Israel. We got this thing going on. Like, where is it? Because all signs are leading towards good news, right? But I don't, like I said, I ain't trying to be excited about something and then be disappointed, right? You know what I'm saying? Because that'll be one down, one to go type of situation, right? One down, one to go type of situation. You know what I mean? Read between those lines. One down, one to go type situation, right? And I really wish the other one too. You know, I wish, you know, in a good world, you know, we can get 2 for 1. But now I will settle for 1 at the moment, right? It's better than nothing. Right? But like I said, you know, don't everybody get too excited at once. You know, let's wait. If another week go by and we don't see nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like if another week, we saw the goddamn Iranian president walking out in the middle of the street with all the people. When they said, when Pete Hegseth, that piece of shit excuse for goddamn Secretary of Defense, right? I hate that guy so bad. Like I hate him, you know? Like, how do I say this? If I could, I would, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. And I can go to sleep very well. I'm just saying if I could, I would. But I can't. So I ain't. But in the meantime, you know what I'm saying? You know, the Iranian ones walking around. Now, I know the new Ayatollah, the son of the old Ayatollah, you know, he must have got, you know, I knew he was going to get. Like, what you think they was really going to let him? Come on now. Like, I knew he was going to get gotten, right? I got no love for the Ayatollahs. The Ayatollahs are ruthless to the people of Iran, right? And keep in mind, the Ayatollahs were put in place by America, by the way. So everybody who's looking at Iran and their current leadership as bad, which is true, right? Understand that leadership was put in play by America, because Iran was doing just fine with their normal Muslim country, with their secular government, until America came along and toppled that government and put Ayatollahs in charge. But then the Ayatollahs started to be like, we're going to do our own thing now, And then that's when they became the enemy, right? So, yeah. So everybody, BB might not be with us anymore. Hey, I don't try not to say nothing else. I don't want to get monetized, but we're going to keep a lookout. I'm going to keep paying attention. But if BB is gone, actually, if BB gone, that really would him be taking the easy way out, right? Because he deserves to be paraded around. He deserves to be arrested, under the jail. He deserved to live the remainder of his life, which was probably another 15 years, maybe 20 years, if he got a good diet. He deserved to have that under the jail, to be humiliated and dehumanized. That's what he really deserves. To go out like that, he probably didn't even, I don't know how it happened. I don't know if it was, an inside job or one of them missiles found his target. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. Hopefully it wasn't quick. He got a chance to analyze the situation before he, exit stage left. Hope he got to feel the full breath of the activity, you know what I'm saying? So he can know that it's happening. The surprise not good. Everybody don't want to be surprised, right? Because you don't know. By the time it happened, you don't know it happened. You didn't even feel it. He needs to feel it. All right? I hope that's what happened if that is the case. But I'll keep you guys informed, right? But homie may be gone. All right? Anyway, you tell me what you think in the comment sections. Afro Think Tank, learn something, teach them. I'm out.
Where is Netanyahu? Is Israel's prime minister alive, or has he been eliminated? Explosive rumors are spreading online, claiming that Iranian missiles may have assassinated Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. This followed Netanyahu's noticeable absence from a latest Israeli Military Council meeting. The meeting took place in Tel Aviv on March 14 and was attended by Defense Minister Israel Katz, IDF Chief of Staff Eyal Zamir, and other security officials. But Netanyahu was nowhere to be seen. It is highly unusual that the Israeli Prime Minister didn't attend the high-profile meeting. The last time Netanyahu appeared before the media was on March 12, and since then he has been away from the public eye. But in this very address, some social media users claimed they spotted what appeared to be 6 fingers on Netanyahu's right hand when he briefly raised it during the address. The speculation spread further after U.S. conservative commentator Candace Owens raised questions on X. "Where's Bibi?" she wrote. Why is his office releasing and deleting fake AI videos of him? And why is there mass panic at the White House? Meanwhile, the Israeli Prime Minister's office dismissed social media claims, saying Netanyahu is fine. A correspondent from the Anadolu agency asked the office if they had a statement on the increasing claims on social media that Netanyahu has been assassinated. "These are fake news. The Prime Minister is fine," the office replied. The online rumors emerged against the backdrop of sharply escalating hostilities in the region. Israel and the United States launched joint strikes against Iran on February 28th, an operation that killed Iran's then supreme leader, Ali Khamenei, leading to a full-fledged war. Iran has since retaliated with drone and missile strikes in Israel and on U.S. military bases in the Middle Eastern region. Amid the escalating conflict, Netanyahu also issued a direct warning to Iran's new supreme leader, Mujtaba Khamenei, raising fears that the war could spiral even further.
In an operation with our dogs, we also, for the first time, paved the way for comprehensive damage to Iran's enormous missile arsenal and also to its additional missile production facilities. We did the same regarding its nuclear project, including a fatal blow to senior Iranian scientists. They who led the development of the atomic bombs meant to destroy us, they are no more. And by the way, we've hit a few more now. Eliminated the tyrant Khamenei, along with numerous high-ranking officials of the terror regime. We have eliminated both the old tyrant and the new one, Moshtaba, who is merely a puppet of the Revolutionary Guards. He cannot show his face in public. We are working to advance another goal, to create the conditions for the Iranian people to remove the brutal, tyrannical regime that has oppressed them for nearly 5 decades. We are striking devastating blows against the Revolutionary Guard and the Basij, both in the streets and at checkpoints, and there's more to come. I want to convey a message to the Iranian people. The precise moment when you will finally be able to step onto a brand new path of true freedom, that very significant moment is steadily drawing closer. Please know that we are standing firmly by your side. We are actively providing you with our assistance, but ultimately, at the close of the day, the final decision truly rests with you. The power and the future are entirely in your own hands. I set another goal, to create the conditions for the Iranian people to truly remove this terrible tyrannical regime from themselves. Creating these conditions doesn't guarantee it will be executed, and I just told them in the remarks I made a moment ago, I said, it's up to you. It's your choice. You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink. We will establish the most optimal conditions for this to be carried out, including aerial attacks, just as we carried out yesterday, and as we are continuing to do in these very days, to attempt to provide them with the necessary leeway to come out into the streets.
Iran has dramatically escalated its attacks on Israel, launching a fresh wave of ballistic missiles. The strike comes after the United States reportedly bombed Iran's Karg Island, a move Tehran described as crossing its red line. In response, Iran launched a new wave of long-range missiles late on March 15th, sending air raid sirens across Israeli cities. One missile reportedly struck Holon, causing panic and damage in the densely populated area. According to Magen David Adom, at least 2 people were injured by fragments from the Iranian missile. Emergency responders said a man in his 80s suffered light injuries from shattered glass, while a woman in her 80s was treated for smoke inhalation. Several others were also treated at the scene after going into shock. The latest strike signals a dangerous new phase in the rapidly escalating confrontation, raising fears that the conflict could spiral into a much wider regional war. Online video showed a huge fire involving cars parked inside the parking lot of what appears to be a residential building. The Israeli Defense Forces said it is investigating the circumstances, as people may have been injured possibly due to falling fragments following an interception. The IDF said sirens activated in central Israel after detecting a ballistic missile from Iran for the second time at midnight. A missile was also detected towards southern Israel's Eilat, triggering warning sirens in the port city and the surrounding areas. Homefront Command said sirens are blaring in central Israel, as well as the Avivim area of the Upper Galilee in northern Israel. Earlier, Israeli Army radio said debris from interceptor missiles sparked a fire in the central city of Ramla in the Tel Aviv region. However, the Israeli Army radio later deleted its post on X, while Channel 12 reports that the fire did not break out due to interception fragments and started before the alarm was sounded. Footage on social media showed a missile or shrapnel impact in Ramla, Tel Aviv region, according to available footage. Police and ambulance activity were also seen in the area. A massive fire is reported in Tel Aviv after an alleged Iranian missile attack. However, the Israeli Defense Forces said Iranian missiles were successfully intercepted in mid-air before impact. Netanya, a coastal city in central Israel, was also allegedly hit by an Iranian missile, according to unverified online footage. It shows a huge fire lighting up the night sky. This purported press TV footage showed Israelis panicking as Israel's air defenses failed to intercept the Iranian missiles and shells. Meanwhile, amid raging missile attacks from Iran, the Homefront Command said that starting Monday, March 16th at 6 a.m., the activity scale in the Beit Shean Valley, Jordan Valley, West Bank, Dead Sea area, West Lachish, Gaza border communities, Western Negev,
southern Negev and Arava will adjust from limited activity to partial activity. This means that in those areas, educational institutions can operate, provided there is an adequate shelter that can be reached in time. Gatherings of up to 100 people indoors and 50 people outdoors are also permitted under the same conditions.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan!
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.